If you are visiting Italy, Venice is definitely a city that you are not planning to miss out on. No one would make that mistake, right? But let us be real here. There are way too many places across this beautiful country, and if you do want to see all of them, you cannot just get lost in the narrow alleyways of this city, no matter how badly you want to. Now you will say it is impossible to explore the city of Venice in a short time, but with us here, nothing is really impossible. We have got the perfect itinerary planned for you that will make you fall in love with this city in just 48 hours. And not just that, you will have zero regrets at the end of these 2 days. On day 1, you will have a look at all the main tourist attractions, you will taste the local food and get a lovely gondola ride in the evening. Day 2 is meant to make you breathe the real vibe of Venice, explore the nearby islands, and make you have wonderful memories from this trip. Welcome back to Town Travel Tips. Before we jump into the video, do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Also make sure to hit that like button if you love the video. It really helps the channel to grow and reach more travel enthusiasts like you. As you already know very well, when it comes to tourist destinations, Venice is very popular. This basically means that it is quite crowded throughout the year, especially during the carnival. If you are looking for a comfortable holiday, try to avoid the summer months, as Italian summers are quite hot and not really a time to roam around. But the fact that Venice is so crowded is also a bonus, because there are plenty of options for accommodations. When you book a place, make sure that it is right in the city and not in some nearby island or the mainland. It will make exploring the city so much easier, especially because the entire city is actually walkable. When it comes to Italy and its cities, the best way to experience the countryside is by train journeys. You can get a train from Milan and be in Venezia St. Lucia in just 2 hours. If you do not have a pocket pinch, you can also choose to arrive via air landing in Venice Airport, but once you do reach the city, forget about cars. Venice is a water city, which funnily means there aren't any streets at all. Your first day in Venice needs to start quite early, because the places that we have on the list become quite crowded during the day, and it has all the reasons to be. Head to the Rialto Bridge, which is the oldest bridge in the city and gives you a beautiful view. It stretches over the Grand Canal, which makes a very important waterway or street, you could call it. You can even get a better shot for your photo albums from the roof terrace at the Fondaco de Tedeschi. Earlier, this place was a post office, but now has been turned into a shopping mall, which, as you can expect, is quite popular. Once you have covered the most touristy places in Venice, it is now time to soak in the Venetian atmosphere. And that means heading to the San Marco Square. Without any doubts, it is Venice's central and most famous point, especially because of the St. Mark's Basilica. Unfortunately, there aren't any prior bookings you can do to skip the long queue. However, there is a way around this, and that is to take a guided tour. At the square, you can check out some of the oldest cafes in Europe. There are also plenty of fabulous wine places, but since it is Italy we are talking about, be very careful of tourist traps. Just try to avoid popular spots or places where the waiters really want you to taste their dishes, and you will be good to go. If you want our recommendations for lunch, try out the traditional Baccari. A Baccaro is a small Italian place that serves typical spritz or prosecco, along with tiny sandwiches and small dishes like tapas to go along with it. Since Venice has hundreds of canals, it is an amazing sight when the evening descends. The beautiful reflections on the water will make you feel like you are in a dream, and a great way to make this dream even better is to book a gondola ride under the famous Bridge of Sighs. These gondolas depart from St. Mark's Basilica, and the gondolier will make your evening even more romantic by singing local songs that tell stories. At the end of the day, you will already feel at home amongst the boats, the vibrant colors, and the very peculiar yet beautiful Italian vibe. But Venice isn't just about the aesthetics. It has also got some of the most famous museums in the world, as well as a rich culture and history. And you guessed it right, Day 2 is going to be all about diving into the culture of the place. Not literally diving, obviously, but the places that you will be visiting on Day 2 are going to be a bit farther away from the city. Vaporetto will be your ride for the day. A little less private and romantic than the gondolas, but still very efficient in moving around on water. Vaporetti are the public transport services that go through several stops between the train station and the San Marco Square. They will also take you to your first destination for Day 2. Where will you be heading to today? Well, the places on today's list are called the Murano and Burano Islands. These have picturesque scenery and a unique history. Do not miss out on the glass factories at Murano, which is also called the Island of Glass. You will get to see how glass is made, polished, and dusted from scratch. On the other hand, you will see some of the most Venetian views that Italy has to offer in Burano. It is a typical fishing island with a colorful palette and has these interesting chocolate box pointed houses that make the place look like something straight out of a picture book. While you are exploring, also make sure to look for lace making and embroidery industries, which are pretty famous in this island. If all that exploring makes you hungry, do not forget to sample some of Burano's delicious homemade cakes as well. Not only are they a great snack, but they are quite famous as well. By evening, it will be time to head back to Venice. For your last dinner in this romantic city, you can always go back to the Baccaro or the wine places like you did on the first day, but hey, why not try something new? Try out some Italian fine dining. Do you remember visiting the Fondaco di Tedeschi yesterday? You might have noticed some quite fancy restaurants like Amo in the mall. Another place that will give a taste of the true Italian cuisine is the Trattoria da Gigio, which has an amazing collection of seafood. Try out some cod, cuttlefish, or prawns, which are often served with Italian pasta like polenta or bigoli, along with anchovies and tomatoes on the side. It is your last day in Venice, so why not eat like a true Venetian? As you head back to your place for the night, wander around the alleyways. Get some souvenirs to remember this vacation. Try to memorize the sounds, scents, and the flavor of Venice until you return for more. Because you will. It is a place that won't ever bore you, no matter how many times to keep coming back. Have you ever been to Venice? What did you love about the place? Or maybe you are planning a trip to the water city? Do let us know all about it in the comments section below, because we love hearing from you. Also, if you loved the video, make sure to hit the like button. We will be back very soon. Ciao!